is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, we're here. I'm being talked to by Missi Pyle. Hello, this is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Stryker in for Adam Carolla, who is in where, Dr. Drew?
Italy.
Hold on, how come I can't hear anything?
Turn it up a little bit.
There we go.
Italy.
Okay, now I can hear. Why is he in Italy? How is he in Italy? Is he working
went
there?
with
Is he?
Kimmel and those guys, and they're just having a vacation. I mean, they're all Italian. They've never seen their homeland, and
Right.
it was about time.
So-
And it's his 40th birthday.
Ah, okay, so
yeah.
that's a good reason.
Yeah.
So wherever Jimmy goes, does Adam usually follow?
Yeah.
No, I mean seriously. They seem to go a lot of, if there's a race in Long Beach,
I was just
they're
thinking
there.
of that old movie where angels go, trouble follows.
Right.
And that's Adam.
All right. Well, I'm here. I'm going to do my best tonight. I've had the craziest, funnest Memorial Day weekend. Missy, we're definitely going to talk to you in a second. But
Someday. Don't worry, Stryker will shut up about
seriously.
10 minutes. No,
I
seriously.
can't believe I'm alive right now.
What happened?
Vegas all weekend. All I know is at 11 a.m. on, what day is today? Monday?
31st, yeah.
Okay,
Monday.
11 a.m. Sunday, I was still in my same outfit as 2 p.m. the day before.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I felt lovely.
That's because you were gambling through the night, or what?
You could call it gambling at Dre's out there. Hello, Jesse to Dre's, and at Light, a guy named Larry. It was very nice there. It's the funnest place. It was unbelievable. And I hit a jackpot on the slot machine.
Wow.
Have you ever
Dollar
hit a
slot,
jackpot?
quarter slot, or?
I generally
Missy?
don't hit the jackpot.
Really? How about gambling?
I do a little bit. I heard you talking about the Wheel of Fortune game.
That's the one I hit on.
I
Wheel of
had
Fortune,
heard that.
You mean
Well,
Yes.
not the wheel.
No, not the huge wheel.
Yeah.
It is a slot. And this sounds
Slot
so
machine called Wheel of
wussy
Fortune,
that I
yeah.
was playing a slot machine. But this
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune game is so
No, I get
goddamn
it.
good.
I get it, and I lost $400 in it, and everyone around me was winning, and I just kept putting in another 100, thinking,
Yeah.
it's gonna go, but it never did.
Here's what happened with me. I was at the 50-cent machine. You hit like play 3 credits, so it's $1.50 each spin. And I was down, I was up, I was down, I was up. But the most exciting thing is you're praying to God you get in the last row. It says spin, which means you get to spin the wheel. And all you spinning the wheel goes doot, 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 doot. And you press the button, and way above the game is the wheel is spinning. It's got like a 25, a 50, a 30, a 100, a 500, and 1,000 on there.
Did you?
I hit the 1,000.
Yeah.
I hit the 1,000.
believe
Woo!
it.
Give me some Missy.
What?
Hit the 1,000. Like people went crazy, circling the game. I was screaming, jumping for joy. I had a Red Bull vodka that went on the floor. It was lovely.
I was the person sitting next to you, thinking, I'm gonna put $100 in and
Right.
get
I want to
1,000
kill that a-hole.
Yeah. No, but
and not to deflate, take the winds out of your sail or anything. But how much of that did you actually leave with?
this is the first time ever where I said, "Forget it, I'm done." And I didn't gamble
So what
anymore.
did you do last night?
Last night I was at Studio 54, and then I went to after hours at like the Rio or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I did. So I didn't gamble. It was good. It was really good. Anyway, so that's my story. I'm excited. I'm tired, but I'm good. But I'm on energy, and it's lovely.
You seem great.
Thanks. Do I look all right? Do I
Yeah, you
look
look
tired?
fine. Missy, look fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't.
No, you
know.
look beautiful.
Beautiful, really? You look beautiful. It's a Puma jacket you're wearing. I like it. Wait, you've been in so many of my favorite movies. You were in
Really?
50 First Dates.
Well, I was in that.
Just, I mean, who cares if you weren't the main star, but you got to be in an Adam Sandler movie.
I was.
Do you know Adam?
I had just met him then.
Okay.
But I've seen him a few times since then. He's a really great guy.
Just do it! I love
Nice.
Sandler. Peeing your pants is cool. And you're in the movie Soul Plane, which came out this weekend.
Yes, it did.
I have not seen it. How was Calvin Broadus? Snoop Dogg.
I was going to say,
Who's that?
everybody always asks about Snoop Dogg. They want to know,
Yeah.
what he was like on the set, what he was doing on the set. I mean, he's a great guy.
He's the same guy.
He's the same. He's,
Billowing clouds of pot smoke all around him.
All around.
Bishop Don Juan with his gold
Bishop
hat
Don Juan was there with the
He's there
chalice.
all the time with the golden chalice and the diamond-studded cane.
My favorite thing was, we had a photo call and he rolled up, and the first car was like
green chartreuse.
Well, the first car was this giant Escalade limo, and then the next car was the Snoop DeVille,
Oh yeah.
which was just delightful, and then some other nondescript giant car carrying probably 4 or 5 bodyguards.
Snoop he is the nicest guy. Though.
Is he really?
You never met him?
I've met him.
He's
I mean, I
very
don't know
nice
him by
guy.
any
No,
means.
he's a very nice guy.
I didn't really work with him very much, but I met him at the premiere officially, and he told me that I was a tall, sexy woman.
He did?
And I have to
Well, he
say,
ain't
I
lying,
blushed.
baby.
I blushed. Very
So
excited.
he's a single man now. And I don't know what your status is. But,
I didn't know he wasn't single all the
He
time.
just got divorced, or he's getting divorced.
Yeah, I heard that. That was the first I'd heard about the marriage.
So I'm thinking of
Me too.
Really? So were you a tall, sexy lady behind the scenes too?
What? I don't know. I don't know.
What does that mean? You were also in a movie which I am dying to see because it has Vince Vaughn in it, who's probably a lovely man, also, right?
Lovely.
And Ben Stiller, Dodgeball.
Yes.
You are in that. What? Who?
And Rip
what?
Torn is in that.
Rip Torn.
Rip Torn is in that.
When is that coming out?
I think it premieres opens on the 18th of June.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. You're a working actress. That kicks ass.
Once in a while. Yeah,
That's awesome. But like the best movies.
Literally, like last year and this year, I was able to be a part of a lot of great movies.
Nice.
Mostly smaller parts.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Texas.
Yeah. And how long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA about 5 years, I guess.
It says you're raised in Tennessee.
Yeah, I lived in Texas and then I moved to Tennessee.
Where?
Just outside of Memphis, Germantown.
Where?
Go,
There's some
Red
great
Devils.
places. I was in Knoxville a couple weeks ago. Oh my God, what a beautiful town!
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who
Tennessee
knew?
is amazing.
Amazing.
It's a beautiful, like especially East Tennessee, just past Knoxville. It's gorgeous.
I've never been there. I've never been anywhere.
That's true.
Especially
You've
in
Been to
never
Vegas.
I've been to Vegas. I surely have. Should we take some calls, Drew?
Yeah, don't you want to hear about the fight with Queen Latifah at least?
Oh, well, I
That's
think
another
we
talk
can't
about.
blow
We
our
gotta
you know
wait.
what
All
right
right,
off the
all
right. Don't blow
bat.
off the
All right, here we go.
Yeah, Michael, 24. What's going on? You're on LoveLine.
This me? All right.
Yes, you.
I was wondering how common or likely it is that a doctor can misdiagnose herpes.
Very common. It's a very hard disorder to nail down without some doubt. Really, the only way we really know for sure that's what it was is when it comes back. That's sort of what confirms it. The only way other than that to absolutely confirm that you've got it is to grow it in a viral culture, and that's hard to do.
Well, what's down there that...
What
why
happened?
would-
What happened?
Well, I'm seeing this girl, and she was showing me a book that she had from a previous relationship where
book?
each member filled out...
It's called Weed
regrets
Magazine.
and, those types of things. And her regret was that she caught herpes from her first boyfriend, even though they both lost their virginity to each other. He messed around, and then she got it. And I, of course, I know that once you get it, you have it forever, and I don't want to get it. And so when I asked her about this, she said that it was a misdiagnosis, and that it's not something that could be an issue. But I was just wondering if that's even feasible.
It's feasible. It's absolutely... Listen, first of all, it's always feasible that doctors can make a misdiagnosis. We are not infallible. That's always feasible. It's very common with herpes, but the fact that it hasn't come back yet doesn't mean that it wouldn't come back. So you gotta have to be careful. You should be using condoms anyway.
Can you grow out of herpes? Meaning it's with you for life, but
yeah.
can it not reappear?
It can not reappear, and it as time goes along, it tends to reappear less and less frequently, and so you're less and less contagious. But interestingly, when people are re-exposed to somebody new, oftentimes that causes a flare.
Really? Well, and if you use a condom, you're
pretty good.
Pretty much not going to catch it.
Pretty good. Pretty
Okay.
good. Especially somebody that's never had recurrences, and the diagnosis isn't down. So that's what Michael needs to do is wear a condom.
Now, how come it's so confusing with either a canker sore or a fever blister? That's
Those
herpes.
are herpes viruses.
Now,
do not
if a girl,
engage in oral sex
Okay,
when
that's what
somebody
I'm
Really?
saying.
Because you can actually get...
you pass it.
can you get the real herpes down there from
It's
the
all
thing?
the real herpes. This is the craziness about it. Is that ever since I've been doing LoveLine, at the very beginning, that was one of the things that really troubled me was how nutty people got about herpes. We're talking about a cold sore. It just happens to not be in your mouth. Now, it has a significant issue for women because it may increase risk of cervical cancer and things. But that's
What is the look of it when it's on the wiener down there?
On the
no,
wiener?
seriously, what?
on the wiener. It can look like a blister. It's the classic description. I always enjoy working with you, Stryker. You ask the greatest questions.
Seriously, I mean,
So
you never
herpes
know.
on the wiener generally
Yeah.
looks like it's just. Even Chris likes
And
this.
how many do you get at once?
How many wieners?
Usually,
Yes, well,
one. It depends, I guess. But the usual initial outbreak, you just got that.
What time is it? Oh my God! Okay,
We're 5 minutes in, Stryker. Come on.
oh boy.
That initially, the primary outbreak, the first outbreak is usually the most exuberant, the most intense, and it can be, you can look like large streaks or ulcerations. The classic appearance is clustered vesicles, meaning small blisters on a red base, clustering together, kind of like.
But what were you saying? The first thing, a red streak?
They can look like, sometimes the vesicles are very, very tiny. It just looks like a red streak, and sometimes they can break open and ulcerate, and it can be, lots of different appearances.
and how long does a typical outbreak last?
Primary outbreak or the recurrences? Because the primary outbreak is a good week. And sometimes it's associated with illness. You can be really sick. In fact, when I was back taking my boards, they had a board test question that said, what's the incidence of meningitis in primary outbreaks of herpetic 2, herpes type 2? It was around 20%.
Damn.
Meningitis.
All right, Ryan, you there? You're 25.
Got a question on quitting Vicodin.
Yeah.
Trying to find out if I can do it on my own, or do you have to really go to detox, considering how long I've been on it?
Ryan, I can only tell you that I personally have given up on detoxing people as an outpatient. It never, ever works.
Yeah.
You can get down to 5 tablets, 10 tablets, and magically, and you can stop for a couple of weeks even sometimes, and magically you go back without exception.
Yeah, that's
and
what
just,
I found.
Of course. And by the way, detoxing is the easiest part of stopping opiates. The harder part is dealing with your addiction, and that's something you need to get very intensively involved with, because Vicodin is the same thing as heroin, basically, as far as your brain is concerned.
Yeah.
And so you need to get into an intensive program and get going. I mean, the longer you delay it, the longer this is going to go on.
How many do you take a day?
I got it down to like 3 at the most.
That can cost you a bunch of money also.
Well, I'm sure he was up to 50 or 60.
In a day.
Right?
Yeah, for a while it was about 30 a day.
Oh, more than that. Come on.
No, 30 a day, seriously.
All right. Because my average patient does about 50.
Really?
Yeah, about 30 a day. I've got it down to 3 for the last probably 8-9 months.
Yeah, but as far as your brain is concerned, don't matter. I mean, it's good you've done this, but it's still, the disease is still very, very, very active.
Damn.
So.
Alex, you're on LoveLine. You're 26.
There we go.
How you doing?
What's going on?
I just want to say I love the guys' show. You guys really helped me out the last 6 years of my relationship.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to see if you could help me out now.
All right.
Okay. January, I was run over by a vehicle. I'm a tow truck driver. And
what kind of car ran you over?
Armored truck.
Your tow truck.
You were
No, an armored car ran over him. He's a tow truck driver.
Oh,
yeah,
my
armored
God.
truck. Was
Yeah.
it filled with cash at the time?
Oh, that's important.
It was a federal
Those are
armored car.
heavy
So they do all
cars.
the
No
federal money.
kidding.
Where'd it get you? In the legs, the stomach, head, arm?
Oh.
Entire body.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Your truck malfunctioned and ran back off your truck? Off your rig?
I was dispatched to tow this armored vehicle. It was hit head-on at 70 miles an hour by another vehicle.
Ugh.
And I was standing behind the vehicle talking to the armored guard, the guard of the vehicle at the time. And I got a major head trauma out of it. Doctor's been lying to me since day one and all this and that.
Been lying to you about what?
They put me on Zoloft for antidepressant.
Right.
And didn't tell me any of the side effects I need to watch out for.
Well, what side effects are you concerned with?
The rare side effects.
Well, I'm sure there's no way a doctor's going to be able to review all the rare side effects, so there's no way you would have gotten those anyway. So what happened?
The doctors put me on Zoloft, and it started working, and I started getting down, and I started calling about it.
You started getting what?
Started getting down.
Down. You started getting more depressed.
I was getting down, getting more depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I started calling the doctor about it. I was at the point where I just wanted to get hit by another car and just say, screw it.
So you should have been in the hospital right then.
Yeah. And, the doctors told me it was all normal. And
So normal.
about 4 weeks ago, I just snapped at my wife and said some things that I shouldn't have said, and she left, took out her daughter. And I want to know what I could do to get her back now.
Well, none of this has anything to do with the medication. This has you not getting enough treatment. You need to. You haven't seen a psychiatrist, have you?
Yeah, well, he's not helping anyway. He's only in it for the money.
Now, so hold on. So far, you blamed one doctor who was
Alex,
taking care of you, and now you're blaming a psychiatrist.
Yeah, I guess nobody can help you then if everyone's in there just out for you, just to make things tough on you. You know, listen, you've got to trust some people, Alex. And I don't know if the head injuries make it difficult for you to sort of do that.
I've never been in anything dramatic before. So.
Well, something is making you kind of paranoid because people really, yes, they are trying to make a living, but they're also trying to help you, and you've got to participate with them in this and go back and connect them and trust somebody to, find somebody you trust and stay with it. But it sounds like you need to be in a hospital, in a psychiatric hospital, and really find something that where if you're thinking.
How do you go about getting in there? You can't
just
walk in?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're in Denver. There's lots of facilities there. Just call the admitting office and say, look, I'm thinking I'm hurting myself. I've got violent with my wife or aggressive. Something's very, very wrong. Something's very, and I've had a head injury. And sometimes, and listen, and by the way, by psychiatric, we're not necessarily saying psychological. You have every biological reason to have dysfunction in your brain, maybe a seizure disorder. We don't know what this is yet. You've had a bad injury. What? Are you paraplegic or anything now because of all this?
No, I have a hard time remembering things and all that.
Yeah, but your spinal cord and your guts and everything are okay. Haven't been rolled over.
Yeah, I got a knee damage on my right leg. Shoulder damage.
All right, Alex.
I have a question just about antidepressants. I had read something in the paper that there are listed a bunch of antidepressants that actually have reverse effects.
Every medicine, anytime you put a medication in your mouth, you're risking your life. That's the way it is with medication. Now, if that risk is worth 20% of people with depression die of depression. That's much higher than the potential life-threatening risk of a medication. Much higher. Same thing is true of, say, like we talk about pregnancy. Pregnancy is a life-threatening condition. So, you have to weigh birth control pill risks against the life-threatening condition of pregnancy. You don't want to put medicine in your mouth unless you have a condition that requires treatment. And antidepressants sometimes can cause suicidality, sometimes cause panic, sleep disturbances, pain, thought disturbances. They can go wrong. But if you're being monitored and cared for properly, they can find things that are helpful to you. Alex got a very complex situation, needs help.
All right, let's go to Kat. This is Kat, 16. What's going on?
Hold on here.
Number 2.
There we go.
Kat.
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay, my girlfriend and I wanted to try something new, so we decided to try anal sex with the strap-on.
Lovely, yes.
You're lesbian. Good
Yes,
times.
ma'am.
Very good, Drew.
Yeah.
Are you Mormon?
No, I'm not Mormon.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a long-standing joke.
So,
No, I don't.
decided...
Anderson, help me out here. Are you Mormon? We play that. Every single caller answers that question.
Yes?
He just plays it. He just plays it randomly.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, Kat?
So, yeah, and I was talking to I have a psychologist because my mom's convinced that I'm not gay and that I have to see a psychologist. So I was telling her about that, and she said that anal sex could possibly lead to, like, some sort of cancer, like colon cancer.
No.
No?
I wish I could say that. I think God will grow a tumor with you doing that, but that's about it.
Have you tried it yet with your girlfriend?
Yeah, we have.
And is it, you give it thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, really?
I've called before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did we talk about?
Yeah, she was the one that didn't last very long, but she's doing a lot better now, so.
Okay.
Now, a 19-year-old girl with a 16-year-old, is that still considered illegal?
Well, they're within 3 years, and they're in California, so I think it's still okay.
Really?
Yeah.
And that works as well with guys and girls?
I think in California, you can be within 3 years.
I wouldn't say that right now on the air.
Why?
Why not?
Give people a bad idea.
No, I'm not saying it's good or right. I'm just saying that's stating what I think believes a lot of be.
So do you think you're a straight lesbian? Because, I mean, you're only 16 years old. I mean, and if you're liking this...
Well, see, I'm very butch. I'm more of a giver than a... Like, I've got the short hair, dressed like a boy.
Right.
Just a really girly voice.
Yeah.
So you weren't receptive in this whole anal sex thing, right?
I tried it, and I did like it, but the whole idea of a guy doing it, like, totally grosses me out.
Yes, how dare you?
So I guess the bottom line is, Drew, she's not going to get cancer from using the strap-on or have.
No, I wish I could say so. You can get all kinds of anal pathology and all kinds of problems holding your... I mean, listen, when you hit age 70, you're going to be very sorry you did this.
Wishing you had.
Wishing you hadn't. That's what I'm telling you.
Really?
And, it's tough enough to age without tearing apart the sphincters.
Yeah, that's why I stay
Really
away
is.
from that, actually.
I say that to myself every morning.
I thank you, Missy. I think you backed me up on that.
Let's go 6. Michael, you're a straight lesbian? What?
I'm still here.
What's going on?
We talked to him.
You know what? I'm 19, and when I'm masturbating, I don't have any trouble staying up at all. But when I get my girlfriend, I have a mixed problem between either premature ejaculation or, if not that, then I just can't stay up at all. And honestly, I don't know where to turn right now.
Those are polar opposites. Either you're too quick or you can't do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you thought of maybe, I don't know, masturbating before you're with her, so you're not going to be too quick?
Anything we need to know about this relationship? Are you overwhelmed? Is it anxiety provoking for some? No.
I'm in school right now, and it's really hard. But I really don't think that should have anything to do with what's going on between the two of us, because we have a really good relationship. Besides that, and it's just she's used to having a lot more than what I'm giving her, and it's, kind of putting strain.
Well, tell me about that. Well, tell me about that. Is she sort of on you about that? Does she make you feel
she's
bad?
Not on me. I think I think I worry about it more than she does.
Well, what did you mean? You said you opened up with she's used to a lot better than this. What do you mean? How did you come to understand that?
Well, she's been with a lot more guys than I have girls.
See, if you get a feeling here, we're going down this path.
No confidence.
Well,
I wouldn't worry how many
experience.
Yeah.
She expects more than this. That's all. You're projecting all that onto her. She's just somebody who's into you and would like to have a close experience.
And you're probably thinking about that the whole time.
Oh my God, you're completely doing yourself in with this.
Yeah, your brain is messing you up before you even get in there, literally.
Is there anything that, like, besides just maybe relaxing or something that I could do about it?
Give yourself a pep talk.
I think you cut the BS out, Michael. I mean, you're doing something to this relationship for some reason. I don't know why you're sort of sabotaging it, but it's, you're building this case. She's used to better. She's used to more. She's had lots of guys. I'm so inexperienced. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Have you ever had this problem before?
How insulting to her.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
she just wants to have a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Has this happened to you before with other women?
No, she's actually the first girl I've been with.
There, bingo, right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get a little confidence, Michael. Give yourself a pep talk, as Missy said.
Why
and don't sell yourself short just because she's been with probably 400 men.
There's a corollary here. Hold on. There's a corollary, which is why did you wait to have sex?
I don't know, just the way my parents had raised me, and then I went out on my own and decided that I really don't want to live like that.
And what is like that?
Closed-minded and not really, living my life the way that I want to have fun.
Be more specific.
They raised me with a lot of the premarital sex ideals of, don't do it till you're married.
And they were that's their values, or was there some sort of religious orientation to it, or what?
It was religious on my mom's side. My dad's, it was just ideals. But once I moved out, I didn't feel the need to live up to their ideals, and I really didn't want to.
That's fine, but you clearly still have all sorts of feelings about it, and you got to kind of sort that out.
Definitely.
So, and you're putting it all on your girlfriend. Leave her alone. Just she's happy to be there. Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Please.
All right, where are we going?
Break.
Is it break?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got to get on the ball with the break times. Missi Pyle is here on LoveLine. She's in Soul Plane, which came out. Yes, she's in Dodgeball. Talk
She's
to
in
her
everything.
Yeah, everything.
50 First
It's good.
Dates.
I want to meet Adam Sandler. Can you hook that up?
Totally.
Excellent.
He's out in the
Oh, he's
lobby.
out there?
Mhm.
Is that the parking lot?
I made him wait in the
He's
parking
waiting
lot.
for me right now. I don't know.
We're not dating.
You wanted to
Just-
be
just hanging.
Just hanging out.
Okay, fine, Anderson. We're taking a break now. More LoveLine after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
As many as 1 in 3 Americans with HIV don't know it. To find a testing location near you, call toll-free 1-866-344-KNOW.
All right, we are back on LoveLine. I'm Stryker, in for Adam Carolla, who was out of the country, supposedly, on Memorial Day. Drew, how was your weekend, by the way? Anything good?
Nice. Took it easy.
Hung out with the kids?
Of course. Had a Little League and went to Universal Studios today.
Nice. You go on the tram ride?
No, went on the Back to the Future and the Jurassic Park.
How could you not go on the tram ride? That's the staple of Universal Studios.
You would think that these theme parks would want to set us up since we're on the radio stuff. No, I wait in line like everybody else. So I spent 8 hours in line and went for the
Back to the Future ride.
That's right.
Okay, just
That
pretend.
tram is the best, though.
Yeah, it's the best. Okay, everyone just close your eyes. We're coming up on King Kong, who stands in at over 30 feet tall and weighs in at 13,000 pounds, 600 of which is synthetic fur. He made his debut in the 1933 RKO production starring Fay Wray.
Did you do this?
Were you
No.
a tour guide?
No, I was not.
He's done the tour that many times.
Yes.
And he, unlike me, has been set up, I guess, at Universal
No,
Studios.
no. I wait in the line, mister.
Okay.
Did
All
you
right.
ask?
I grew up my whole life here, going there, birthday parties there, the whole nine
Wow.
at Universal. And he has banana breath, King Kong, which I like.
I remember thinking I was an actor and I'd been on the lots before, auditioning, where I was like, I'm not going to like the tour. And it was great.
Yeah.
I was like a kid. I mean, it was amazing. I had the best time.
It's really good. That's Missi
Man, we
Pyle's
will
voice,
never
by the
mention
way.
this again until they set us up with those parks.
Okay, fine, we're done.
Okay.
All right, so how about Drew and Stryker Tram? They'll give me the script, I'll read it, and I'll do it for your family. Just your family is on there.
Awesome.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
you're
coming
kidding
up
my
in the old
kids.
Western town. The doors were small for the men, so they would look grander. And then we had bigger doors for the little, so they would look smaller. Aha, right?
Whatever.
No, okay, good.
It's really a little bit scary how
It
much
is?
you know.
Okay. I know
Just a
more
little bit.
about not the tour, though, but we'll
Oh,
get to that. You're up for an MTV Movie Award, which is going on next Saturday, I guess?
Yes, I am.
What's the category you're in?
Myself and Queen Latifah are nominated for Best Fight.
I thought you were going to say Best Kiss.
For Best, well,
That sounds like a winner.
Oh.
Just judging the way MTV selects their winners. You know what I mean?
What?
I think this.
Us?
Yeah.
We're gonna win.
Yeah. So for Best Fight?
For Best Fight. Yeah.
From which movie?
Bringing Down the House.
Bring It Down. I've seen it, and now which character were you in that?
I was the one who fought Queen Latifah.
I know, but I don't remember the fight. I don't remember.
You don't remember the fight
I saw
in the
movie like
bathroom?
a year and a half ago.
You don't remember that fight? Like she and I go in the bathroom.
See,
and
I
I'm
can
sort of
remember
this
the tour at
awful-
Universal. Now I can't remember the fight.
I know, in every line.
Yeah. Damn, I'm no good.
It's just, we have this fight in the bathroom, and Robert Palmer's Simply Irresistible is playing over a top, and we just beat each other.
Okay, I
up
think I do remember now.
for a very long time.
Really? Was it a hard scene? Hard scene to film? Was it fun? Was she cool?
It was so much fun. She was amazing. I think, she was looking forward to it. It was at the end of the shoot, so we were both looking forward to it. And she even said to me at the very end, like, I'll see you at the MTV Movie Awards because we're going to get nominated.
Nice.
And I was like,
nice.
okay, because if it was me and someone who wasn't Queen Latifah, we probably wouldn't get
Isn't
nominated.
she a nice woman? Though I did her talk show years ago.
Right.
Ah, she's great.
She's a very nice woman. Yeah.
She's really great.
I like her. Where are we going, Drew?
Sandy, 23.
What's up, Sandy?
My teacher at school said that if you take Prozac, it helps you improve your memory.
Junior college?
Junior college, yeah.
Junior college.
Nice.
Well, if you're depressed, it will improve your memory. And a low serotonin level can be associated with impaired memory, probably the result of cell dropout. But it's not the case that a normal person is going to have improved memory necessarily with Prozac.
You're 23, still in junior college.
Only if you're
Hold on, let me
depressed.
get to that.
Yeah.
So you started obviously at an older age, or you've been there for 6 years now?
No, I just started at an older age.
Where are you going to school?
Harbor City College.
Nice. So after 2 years, you're going to go like USC or UCLA or something?
USC.
USC. All right. Good football team.
So it won't, how about in someone older who's just a normal person? Would it?
In an aging population, there might be some. I've never seen any data on that, but I could see where that might make a difference because there can be low-level biological changes like a depressive state that could be associated with memory issues. So yeah, that makes some sense. There's something called pseudo-dementia. I think, Sandy, your professor's confusing something. Okay. Pseudo-dementia is a depression. And when you correct, people in their 70s and 80s can look demented, and it's actually a depressed state. And when you treat their depression, the dementia or the memory problems go away. Oops.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Tina, 16 on LoveLine.
Whoa, what happened
You
to
just
her?
cut her off? She's been waiting forever.
Tina?
Yeah.
There she is.
Good. What's up?
Well, I just want to know if masturbating too young is normal.
How old did you start?
I was about 6.
Wow.
Well, that happens sometimes, and usually when kids start monkeying around with their genitalia at a young age, it's because there's some chaos in the home.
Well,
they start
I was molested.
All right, well, there you go. Then that's even worse. I mean, that's not worse, but
You're a
it's,
genius, Drew.
It's a more overt cause of sexualization of children is their sexual abuse.
Well, I've always been ashamed of it. I never said anything to anybody because, my mom caught me a couple times and she flipped out. She told me.
more.
Huh?
No, listen. You had something happen to you that changed the way your brain is wired, and I'm no doubt now your feelings about your sexuality and the feelings that emerge about sexuality are very, very different. Most people that have been sexually abused will either become hyper or hyposexual. They're very, very sexual or super shut down, or fluctuating back and forth between those two states.
She's gone.
No, I'm right here.
Just like that.
All right. This is Chester, 22.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
What's up, Chester?
Hey, what's going on?
Tell us.
And with you, what's up?
How come nobody is responding right now?
I don't know.
It's Memorial Day.
This is what Adam yells about every night.
I know.
This seems pretty routine.
But
to me.
I'm not normal. I'm just like, sometimes I can't get mad, but now I'm getting frustrated.
Chris is cracking up.
Chris is cracking up. Here's Adam. Listen, you idiots! I got to deal with you goddamn people every single night.
No.
No,
He'd
he
be
doesn't.
like, I'll put our callers against any other radio
Turn
show.
it on, Cities 97.
See, look at this. He's
You
done.
are? Who else is down in the group room? Who? Tell them to turn it on.
Hey, Chester.
Yeah.
Yeah, care to ask your question?
You idiot!
Chester?
Yes.
Ask your question, you idiot!
My question?
Yes.
Today, Junior. Sorry. My question is,
Just do it!
This is shocking.
I've been on Zyprexa for a couple months,
Yeah.
and I don't know when this came on, but for the last couple of months,
you gain a bunch of weight?
yeah, I gained a bunch of weight.
That can happen with Zyprexa.
You got another question, widow?
Are you on, what's your diagnosis? Are you manic depressive? Are you...
Bipolar.
Bipolar. Okay, you might talk to your doctor about Topamax. That can sometimes be a mood stabilizer. Not a great one, but it will suppress some of the appetite-stimulating effects of Zyprexa. Amanda, 22.
Amanda, save us right here.
Hello?
What's going on?
Hold on.
Hold on?
No, because I was standing outside. I don't want everyone to hear.
Okay.
Well, haven't they been waiting for a long
As
time?
opposed to Chester,
7
who was
minutes.
screaming to his entire family to go turn the radio
I
on.
believe he was talking about the group.
The group room.
Meaning he's in a facility.
Right, got it.
Oh, what's up, Amanda?
Well, I'm
Don't listen to your radio. Do not listen to your radio. Stop. Turn your radio off.
It is off.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm a 22-year-old female, and I was in the foster system. I was taken from my parents when I was 6 years old.
Why?
They said I had a dirty house.
What does that
my
mean?
parents kept a dirty house. Literally, that's what was it. I was living in the city of Long Beach then, and I was always really, really close to my dad.
Yeah. Well, this is that one.
And when they took me, like, it put me in a state, like, now I'm diagnosed manic depressive.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend. He just got out of prison in January.
How old is he?
He's 47.
And how old are you?
22.
I'm 22.
Beautiful.
And I have a 10-month-old daughter, and we've been together for about 4 months now.
So you're going to see to it that this daughter's taken away from you, just the way you were taken away.
No, it's not.
That's what you're working on it, Amanda. That's the road you're heading down.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to stay with this 47-year-old guy who just got out of jail? He's the dad, right?
Mm-hmm. But all his kids are grown.
Is he the dad or no?
No, he's not the father of the baby, no.
Where's the father?
He's off in his own world on Crystal.
Fantastic. What can we do for you tonight?
But I was, like, my question being, he has a lot of the same characteristics as my father.
Surprise.
And, like, my mom, she's opened up more about, like, my father's past, like, before they even, like, got married and stuff.
Yeah.
And because she was realizing the similarities. There we go. Sorry about that. The similarities, and I was like, I'm wondering, am I leaning more towards his love or this relationship because I'm looking, like, for my dad?
Well, but Amanda, most people do some version of that. They either explicitly or at least implicitly find somebody that fits with who they are. And who we are is very much built by our primary relationships. And so it's natural that, we sort of fit together with people that remind us of our primary caretakers. And for women, more so than not, it is the dad. And if the dad was a traumatizing relationship, then it becomes a quest. Strangely enough, I don't know why we're wired that way, but if you have a traumatic relationship with your dad, he's abandoning, abusive, or unavailable in ways that you needed him, man, that's the kind of guy you're going to go for.
Yep.
That's who you look for. And of course, when you find that kind of guy again, you're going to relive the same thing all over again.
Is it because it's just comfortable? It's what you know?
It's much, much more than that. Much more. It's who you are. You are a person that fits with that. And those things that are traumatizing in childhood are converted to attraction in adolescence. It's amazing.
All right,
why
Drew,
we're set up that way.
Let's grab one real quick, and then we got to get some of these calls. Everything medical. We need the wiener falling off questions. John,
Yeah.
what's up? You're 26.
Yeah. First of all, I got to tell Drew, I loved your book. And number
thanks.
two, you guys helped me graduate from college with a bachelor's.
Great.
And so my question is, I've been using probably about 30 to 40 Norcos a day for quite a while, the yellow ones with the less aspirin.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the thing to do, but I hate 12-step. I've been there for, court and for other incidences, and I was just curious if you had any possible alternatives that are realistic that could, help me kick it.
There's SOS, they're starting over sober, and there are sort of, I'm blanking on the name of this other group. There are a couple other groups around that are non-12-step based. They basically take you through the same thing. Look, all 12-step is you having a relationship. That's all it is. It's you being trusting of other people, sitting down with a person, your sponsor, and rebuilding relationships with that person in the context of understanding that you don't need to control everything. That's where the whole higher power thing comes from. You got to give up the control, trust that things will be okay, and then establish that relationship and dig into your feelings in a structured way. That is all really 12-step is. And they're very rational recovery. That's the other group. So SOS, rational recovery. But these all are based, if you don't have a very, very intimate relationship, you're not going to rewire the brain the way you need to deal with this disease, period. Now, you can become chronically ill. You can say, and there's a lot of people that advocate this, that say, well, the recidivism, the success rate is so low with coming up drugs like Norco, let's just put them on methadone and call it a life. And you can do that. Some people would say that'd be the way to do it. I personally think that's a onerous way to go.
Right.
Yeah, right. I would like to get away as clean as I can, but what's the fundamental difference in the framework compared to the 12-step with the yellow?
They will say that what's different is that there's no spiritual component. But I got to tell you that, and I don't really fully understand what that spiritual element is, and I think it's different for each person. But every person I've ever met who actually had sustained recovery described this, whatever they consider to be their spiritual element, the most important part of their recovery.
Wow.
Carl Jung felt the same way.
That's your favorite question of the night, recovery.
Yes.
Because you're the specialist. All right, we're going to take a break. Missi Pyle is here, Soul Plane, Dodgeball, MTV Movie Awards, and we're going to you and I will get words in a minute.
LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
All right, we're back here on LoveLine. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. I'm Stryker in for Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew, and Missi Pyle is here, who is getting up in about 5 hours to go do more work for Dodgeball. Are you a morning person, or you like to go to bed late, wake up late?
I wake up every morning with the crack of dawn. No,
you don't.
I don't. I go to bed late and get up pretty late.
Is it getting... what? Hello? What'd you say?
I go to bed late and get up pretty late. What did you think I said?
I don't know. I thought you said something dirty.
Wow.
Hello. Yes.
I get up late.
What's up, Dr. Drew? I'm a new man right now all of a sudden. You notice? I'm a new man.
You keep touching me.
Dr. Drew and I just had a meeting. I'm a new man. Oh, my goodness. What are you going to wear to the award show, by the way? I want to act like Joan Rivers. Have you picked out a costume yet for the MTV Movie Awards?
I have not yet. I am working on that with a friend of mine.
Right.
A costume, did you call it?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
Frilly costume of some sort.
And have you thought about what you and Queen Latifah will do when you win?
When we win and we get on stage.
Are you going to wrestle? Are you going to make out like she did with Adrian Brody?
I have yes and yes.
Yeah.
And I have been writing my acceptance speech, as every good actor does, since I was about 6.
Of course.
So I'm very excited. It's funny because I think realistically, getting an Academy Award or an Emmy, which you kind of have that speech in the back of your head at some point.
Yeah.
So when I got nominated for this award, I was kind of like, it's almost as good.
It is. It's kind of better because it's more like it's cooler. Not it's such the non-stuck-up crowd that is voting for it and choosing what's great.
Right.
And I actually don't think the Academy Awards have a category for best fight on screen. Do they?
Right. Well, no,
I'm just
they
kidding.
don't.
Of course. Thought you think I was serious, Drew.
For a second there.
No, you didn't. You did?
For a second there.
Drew, you know me.
Let's talk to Francesca.
Fine. 19. Francesca, what's going on?
Hi. I have this problem. Okay. I was dating this guy, and I dated him off and on for like 6 to 8 months. And we broke up a little over a month ago, and now he's dating my best friend.
How old is he?
He's 19 as well.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool of him, but more especially your best friend.
Well, yeah.
Is she still your best friend?
No. No.
What's that?
As soon as I found out what was going on, I was like, you know what? Screw you.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad position to take. 'Cause
No.
she's kind of showing herself to not really care much about your feelings.
Yeah, but what hurts the most about it is that I've known this girl since, like, I was 3. So we've known each other for, like, 17 years.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that she's not who she seems to be.
Right.
Just the fact that you've known her all that time doesn't. I'm sure it's tough now to come to terms with who she's become.
Right.
And you've sort of become, when you grow up with somebody, you have your own sort of sense of who they are, and that may not be real.
The older I get, the more I look at, you choose your friends as you get older, and you change. And from 3 to 19, you're a totally different person.
It's true that you share something unique when you grow up with somebody, and that you'll always be bonded by that unique experience together. But the reality is, the reason she was your best friend is because she sat across from you in kindergarten.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more proximity when you don't have a car and you can't get around. And
Right.
She just, somebody was there. And in real life, now that you're an adult, you would probably not choose, well, certainly now would not choose her as a best friend.
Yeah.
So now, do you want to ask them stop dating? Do you want to tell them to stop?
In a way, yes, but in a way, I'm not sure. Like,
Why don't you just say F it, move on? She's not your best friend.
No,
She's
no.
dating the guy you were dating.
You should count your blessings that both these people are out of your life now.
Definitely.
It's painful that when people are something different than you thought they were, because you care about them very much, but this is who they are. Move on.
Okay.
Good job. Lucy.
Where's Lucy?
Number 3. You're 18, Lucy. What's up?
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Hi. I'm actually having sex with my ex-boyfriend again, and I'm in a relationship right now, and I don't know whether to tell him or...
Tell your current boyfriend?
My current boyfriend.
Well,
Why do you have this boyfriend if you're sleeping with the ex-boyfriend?
Missy, what's she up to? Help us. This is
Are you sleeping with both of them?
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I guess I feel kind of bad if I leave my current boyfriend.
How long?
Yeah.
Because my ex-boyfriend has a girlfriend too, and we just keep coming back to each other. And I don't know whether...
Well, I think maybe you should think about that. Like, if you keep coming back, then maybe you're supposed to be with that person, or...
Here's what keep coming back means. It's just she offers himself to him, and he's of course an idiot, and he's an ass, and takes her up on it.
Is that what happens? Is that what you do?
No. We see each other, and when we see each other, it's like we get this vibe that we want to be with each other, and we do get with each other.
We're going to Burger King, and then we're going to go have
The
sex.
vibe is that guy just wants... Yeah, the vibe is that guy will have sex with you if you let him. That's the vibe.
Because he's an 18-year-old guy, probably, or 19, 20, right? And well, no, he's just a guy in general would do it.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Well, he was certainly a 19-year-old will.
Yeah.
Well,
who knows what he's thinking?
Well, what should I do with my current boyfriend?
Well, I think you're not being fair to him. You maybe want to end that just because it doesn't seem to mean that much to you.
Oh.
And then whatever you do with your ex-boyfriend, I'm sure this guy is a colossal idiot. But if you want to stick around with that guy, that's fine.
Well, because
whatever it is, the scarier, less available, more chaotic guy is the one you want, right?
Well, not really, but I mean, I think I'm at a phase where I'm at like my bad boy phase.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You're enjoy it because you're gonna go. Missy, help her out with that. How can she shorten that phase?
Don't go out with that guy anymore. I mean, it's one of those things where I think you just want to do something that isn't, it's not good. It's like drinking too much. It's like anything that you do because
I guess it's because he lasts longer. I don't know whether.
Oh yeah, that's the whole reason.
The sex is better.
It's the sex.
The sex is the sex better, or he lasts longer?
It's better because he's a bad guy. That's why it's better. So you're experiencing it psychologically more completely. Even you can connect with parts of yourself that you think are bad too.
I think. Yeah, I also think like there's a guy that you sort of want to go out with because he feels like the right person. He feels good for you, and then there's the guy that you really want, which is the one who's generally not good for you, and who you're more yourself around, but you always want to be something better than you are.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
All right, Lucy, we're going in circles now. Just try to be fair to the current boyfriend, and if you dump him, go start.
I want to explore that a little more, but that. Why can't you be yourself around a guy, including something's unsavory about yourself, around a guy that's not a despicable... I want to use a bad word. despicable guy? Why do you have to have experience yourself with a despicable guy in order to be bad with a despicable guy?
Well, I just think that a lot of people, women in particular, you know, you have certain things about yourself that you don't like.
But
that's who you are. But you want, you know, when you meet somebody for the first time, when you're in a new relationship, you show that person what you want them to see.
Right.
And I think that's just the person that you necessarily
But
maybe want to be.
a lot of women then hide the rest of themselves.
But that will always come out. I mean,
a lot of women act it out with the bad guys,
right,
and never really show their who they are to the guy that's available for a relationship.
I'm not entirely sure why that is. I mean, I think that there's the guy that you feel is bad for you is someone that you sort of associate with yourself, like the low self-esteem that you may have, or just certain things that you don't like about yourself. So you associate, and you're more comfortable with that person. It's sort of like, and then you see someone that you sort of aspire to be with, someone who's better than that, and for some reason, I think a lot of women don't allow themselves to be totally honest with those people. And I'm not entirely sure why that is.
Stryker, correct me if I'm wrong, but those guys that somebody like Missy would aspire to be would be happy with all aspects. You know what I mean? You don't think so?
I don't know.
Really? You don't think so?
It's not that I don't think so. I think trying to be someone you're not to impress your new person
is a mistake.
But it's impossible not to do.
All right. We will pick up this discussion after the break.
Isn't it? Well, hold on. It is.
We're late for break.
Are we late? Okay. All right, Anderson, cut me off again. Now it's Red Now. We'll be back. More Loveline after this.
All right, guys. Here's the deal. Dateline. You're looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Dateline.
One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline. Oh, yeah. Everybody now.
Loveline will be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Back on Loveline. If you're in LA next Saturday, Franz Ferdinand is playing out of here. That was the beat right in the background. That was the best song. Yes. Have you heard the song, Missy? Do you know it, Fran? Take me out. It's such a good song. It's such a sad song, though. We got to get Franz Ferdinand in here. But when I'm here, when Adam's gone. Wait, what's that?
It sounds fantastic.
Shut up. You're lying to me now.
I'm not.
You're lying. And I'm afraid now because now I know I have to supply a nice house and the woman has to keep the nice house from what we said off the air.
Yes, you need to supply.
I need to supply.
Huge discussion off the air.
Yeah. I sat here and listened like a ping pong match back and forth. And I was like, I don't know. I think I'm too tunnel vision with my little group.
Really?
Yeah. Girls wear the little baseball hats and sweats and don't get too made up unless we're going out.
That's another kind of ruse.
It is?
Right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, because they're trying to show that they don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Say it the other way.
Bingo. Yeah, that's it, Drew. Because, you know, if you look like a bum, you can look hot as hell.
Oh, totally.
If you look really fancy, you can look hot. But if you're in between, no one's going to care. Do you think?
I think.
Here we go. Going to calls.
We are? Where are we going?
Yeah.
By the way, that's Missi Pyle. She's here. She's on a lot of movies. She hangs out with cool people. She likes coffee. She has a black jacket on, blonde hair, soul plane, dodgeball, a true underdog story. What's that?
She has blonde hair and a black jacket.
I want to describe who I'm sitting next to,
Secret
2 feet
to my
away.
success.
This is very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, it's good. That's a good movie, too. Justin.
Yeah.
You're 20 on Loveline.
Yeah. Dr. Drew, you're a man of extreme passion, and been a long-time listener, and I'm really excited to be on the air with you guys.
Fantastic. Adam's not here tonight. It's Stryker in front of him.
Yeah, I know. Stryker, you're cool, too.
Yeah, I'm not that cool. But because of the Loveline show, because I work right next door to the studio, I got to be on the Sharon Osbourne show, who was your guest. She met me, and then we went on.
That's right.
Which was good. Anyway, Justin, go ahead and ask Dr. Drew about his passion.
Yeah, my question is I've been dating this girl for like 2.5 months, and tonight was the second time that we've tried to have sex, and it's like she's really tight, and I just can't get it in her, and I was like wondering if there was anything I could do to like help that.
Astroglide.
How old is she?
She is 18.
18, a little young. Is she nervous about all this?
I asked her if she was, and she said that she wasn't nervous because we've tried it before, and she seems to be into it. So I really don't know what the problem was.
Is she lubricating normally?
Yeah, she was wet.
And is there an anatomical problem? I mean, is there something about you we need to know?
Are you giant?
No, not at all.
No.
I wish.
At least you're honest, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, then what you've got there is a spasm of the muscles in the pelvic floor, basically, and it's either caused by
I could get the tip in, but I couldn't get all the way in.
What hurts her, right?
We're aware the tip is in, Justin.
Yeah, it's called it's basically called vaginismus, which
she's probably nervous.
It's usually caused there is actually a pelvic spinal reflex that can cause it too, but the first time out, nervous, no doubt.
So was she a virgin before?
Virgin,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's not an uncommon thing. You got to kind of. There actually are ways of treating this if people have it chronically, where they have to have graduated cylinders and things.
It's a Kama Sutra.
No, it's acrylic cylinders. And
Kama Sutra of acrylic cylinders.
That's right. Yeah. And in the meantime, you just take it slow and easy, but be very patient. This thing is probably something that
seriously, but there is the best product ever that I would like to endorse, and I'm serious, and I think you should go get it. You can get it at any not Walmart, but Long's Drugs. Astroglide. It is so good, and it washes off with water, no soap. You're done. And it's the best.
Astroglide.
Yes, Astroglide. Slippery when wet.
Maria, 25. A little too enthusiastic an endorsement there, Stryker.
It's so good, though.
I get
Have
that.
you used it before? You don't have to answer that. You can wink
Maria,
once if you
25.
have.
Let's talk to Maria.
Maria, 25.
Maria, what's up?
Yes. Finally, thank God. My boyfriend won't marry me because he believes he has a sleeping disorder.
He won't marry you because of a sleeping disorder?
What?
Yes.
Why doesn't he have his... No, I can't.
It sounds a bit like an excuse to
Sounds
me.
spurious, yeah. Well, why doesn't he have his sleep disorder treated?
That's the same thing, because he believes, I'm sure he's listening to you right now, so hopefully you will be able to tell him, Dr. Drew, that he needs to go to a clinic.
What, does he snore real loud or something? What's the problem?
What was that?
Does he snore real loud? What's the problem?
No, he doesn't snore. He just goes to sleep, but he doesn't feel rested.
What?
Yes, I don't know. He just has fatigue, a lot of fatigue. He's always tired. He's always sleepy. And,
Is he overweight?
no, actually, no. No, he's not. He was perfectly great back in 98 when I met him. Actually, in 97. And all of a sudden, he just changed. He believed he cured himself from schizophrenia.
Uh-oh.
Which I don't think that he never had. He had a nervous breakdown, according to him, and he never went to a clinic.
Uh-oh. Does he do on drugs?
Yeah. What was that?
Is he doing drugs?
No. He's a perfectly normal guy.
Except for his schizophrenia and sleep disorder and fatigue.
Yeah, Maria, there's much missing in this story. Fatigue is a very sort of non-specific symptom. It doesn't necessarily mean a sleep disorder. Somebody that's not overweight, that doesn't snore, that isn't having restless leg, and doesn't have any night terrors, that sort of thing. It's hard to make a case for a sleep disorder, and yet he has this strange mental status change at one time, and he thought he was schizophrenic, but never was evaluated. I mean, for God's sake, could have a brain tumor for all we know here. It could be a seizure disorder. It could be 1,000 different things. He needs to go be evaluated medically.
At a clinic.
First and foremost.
Right.
Secondly, none of this has anything to do with marrying or not marrying, except that he may not be of his right mind.
And maybe you don't want to marry him.
Maybe he's too schizophrenic. Hey, I want to ask, Maria.
Well, hold on.
Are you still there, Maria?
Yes.
Now, if you've been going out with him this long, you probably sleep in the same bed every night right now, don't you?
No, actually, I live in Fresno, and he lives in Los Angeles, and it's just something. I see him every other weekend or every weekend, and he doesn't sleep great. I see him moving around, but it's just something. I mean, everything is great except for the sleeping thing, and he doesn't think that he will be able to concentrate really on me because of that.
Well, let's put it this way. That is total, absolute, categorical BS.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever is going on with him, it's not that. But something is up with him. And again, restlessness at night, if it's leg restlessness, limb restlessness, that's easily treated. But I'm not sure that's what...
Let's go to Kelly. 16. What's up, Kelly?
Hi. I was just wondering if, I heard another girl, she said she started masturbating when she was 6. And I was 9. And I was actually with another guy while I was doing it. We do it together.
Who do you do it with?
My friend who's the same age.
A girl?
No, a guy.
Guy. And we also were talking about her sexual abuse, that girl that...
Yeah, your voice sounds really young, like 12-ish, 13.
No, it wasn't abuse. It was like together, like just like boyfriend girlfriend, but not like just.
But you were 9.
Yeah. Not
You were-
sex. It's like
But there was sexual touching.
yes.
Yeah, that's a form of sex, and that's kind of traumatic for a young child. To be sexualized at a young age can change your trajectory of development. And in your case, it's making you.
And basically, you're either going to go one way, crazy sex, dildo sex, or just not do anything.
or go back
right?
and forth.
Okay.
That's what they call a bipolar condition.
Right.
So, what's the question?
So I was wondering how old you have to be to buy a dildo. I'm 16.
Actually, you have to be 18, and they sell them over at 5283 Venice Boulevard.
You have to be
many
18?
size. No, I don't know. I don't know how old you have to
You
be.
could probably get one on the internet. Do you have a credit card?
I would think so.
Or or just like when I was 16, I would go to the
Dildo.com.
7-Eleven and I would have people buy me beer. Maybe you can do that in front of the sex stores.
Maybe.
Hey, sir, can you please buy me the big dildo?
Mhm.
And you can get it that way. Drew?
I'm just afraid of what that guy might do to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want that's sort of
The guy who's standing outside the sex store.
stranger outside the sex store. You have to buy the big dildo.
Have you ever been in one of those?
The stores?
Yeah. Yes. That's why you're pausing.
I was thinking probably when I was like in college or high school. I haven't in years and years and years. No.
What'd you buy? Like the Hustler store. I mean, that's like a
I'm sure I've
candy store.
Oh, by the way,
basically.
yeah. Go to the Hustler store in Sunset. They have them there, I think. I know they have handcuffs that are furry, which I got there one time.
There you go.
From Los Angeles.
No, Berkeley.
Oh, Berkeley.
Even
San
better
Francisco.
stores.
They have a nice
yeah, they have
grassroots dildo
Seriously.
store.
It's probably
in
made
Berkeley.
out of hemp.
Mhm.
All right, Wendy, you're 20.
Hey, my question is, my parents were never around when I was growing up. My sisters, my brothers raised me, and my dad's ill now, and my mom lives in Georgia. She calls me every once in a while, like wanting to talk, I guess wanting to become closer to me, and I don't care, like, about them. Like, I do, they are my parents, and I love them for that, but there isn't, like, a genuine caring. Like, I want to be part of their life. I want them to be around, things like that, and I feel bad for it, but, like, I don't. And I feel, like, really selfish for that, but how could I, like, I mean, they weren't around, so it's just, I know it's like, right?
Yeah, first of all, you're feeling selfish. I think you're entitled to that, given that nothing can be more selfish than parents who aren't able to give of themselves in such a way as to raise their child. Their basic obligation in life, they fail. You have every right to be a little selfish as it pertains to them. And you have every right not to trust their availability and trust the relationship, because unless they've had a lot of treatment or changed in some dramatic way, they're not likely to be people that you should be trusting.
They don't even, like, think, I mean, they don't even apologize for it. They just think it's well, it was a circumstance, and this happened, and that happened, but I'm like,
well, here's
hey.
they were a lot less substantial people than yourself. They couldn't live up to their basic life's responsibilities. They're not who you want them to be. They're not who they should have been.
Exactly.
That's never going to change. That is imprinted in you now. The people who they were is stuck in your head. Now, if you want to try to have a relationship as an adult with people that are sort of in your family but don't really deserve much more from you than they gave you,
Why are they trying to do this now, Wendy?
Well, my dad's sick. He's like, he has like some arthritis problem or something, and he almost passed like a few months ago, and I don't know, like, my siblings, like, ask me for help, like, to help my dad out, and, like, he doesn't work, he's disabled, to help out money-wise, and I'm, like, 20, trying to make it on my own here, and I get, like, angry, like, how could they expect that from me? Like, but
I think it's a healthy response. Now, if you also want to help out, that's fine, but to be angry for the outrageousness that they would
well,
put
they're
upon
coming
you.
back
they're
now
all
for
like
money.
30 years old. They're like all doing good. I mean, everyone struggles, but like for the most part, they're doing good. They have families now, and I'm like trying to like get a career going here, like trying to just like separate myself and be my own person, you know. And it's just like I'm like stuck. Like I know what I want, but then I mean, I have feelings. I'm not a bad person, but I feel bad for it. And
feel bad for what? Exactly what? What do you feel bad for?
For just not caring. Just not caring.
I wouldn't feel bad.
No, you've got to determine, you know, what is and is not right and wrong for you.
Yeah.
And if it's important to you in terms of feeling good about yourself as a daughter, that you have to contribute in some way, then do. but there's no sort of.
Don't feel bad.
You get to make your own decisions now. I mean, you're an adult. You don't have to.
Thank God you're as good as you are.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hear that from people, and I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, well, it's just how it happened, but thanks. I appreciate it. And also, it's hard for me to like have relationships with people.
Right, and this is
I
the
know
legacy.
It's because of that.
Right, this is the legacy they've left you with.
Thanks.
That's the part you've got to overcome. It's important to be a healthy, happy person in life. It's important to have close relationships. Work and relationships, work and love are the key. You need both. It sounds like you got the work part you're getting together, but you need to be able to have the relationship part. It's going to be tough to be available, trust people to follow through, but you're going to have to take yourself by the hand and just do that.
Cool.
Just get in some relationship with people you think you can trust, but be careful. You're going to be kind of attracted to people that are abandoning and not available. Go for the guys that are not so exciting and attractive to you.
That's impossible now.
Well, see, now, that's what we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you're going for someone who's not exciting.
You can go for somebody that's attractive but not exciting, not super attracted to. You can do that. Listen, a friend of mine once, a psychiatrist once said, he goes, "Look, you can have a chaotic, rich, exciting relationship and live miserably, or you can have a quiet life with somebody that's not quite as exciting and be happy."
Now, what if you're chaotic? Do you go after a chaotic person?
Generally.
But what if your parents are not like that?
What do you mean?
Meaning, say my dad was ridiculously crazy, possibly alcoholic. He's not, by the way, if you're listening, Dad, I know you're not. I may go for somebody like that. Right. Now, but if he's a normal guy and say I'm super chaotic, what am I going to go after? What am I going to seek out, do you think?
You're going to seek out something similar to what your relationships were like, whatever traumatized you. Now, if you weren't traumatized, then you might have a broader range of experiences and choices.
Okay. Anthony.
Where's Anthony?
Number 1. You're 20 on LoveLine. What's up, man?
What's up? Am I on right now?
You're on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lately, like in the last year, I've been downloading like a bunch of like cartoon porn, not just like American cartoon porn, but like Japanese, anime, dungeon, mangas, everything. My friends kind of clown me about it, like way too much.
This is stuff that you're seeing online.
Oh yes.
Is it free?
Yes. Well, some sites aren't, but you gotta look around.
Are you masturbating to it?
Yes, all the time.
All the time. How many times a day?
I say like 3 or 4.
Are you thinking about it when you're not at home?
Yeah.
Like you're out, you want to get back and check it out.
Well, sometimes depending on what I'm doing.
So this is basically online porn addiction.
Yeah.
But it's Japanese animation porn.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's still the same thing. It's somebody has a crack pipe in their office, basically. And, this is a growing problem, Anthony. Were you sexually abused as a child?
No.
No. Physically abused?
No.
What was that?
No. I don't know if this hasn't been doing it, but I did, I did start, sexually active early.
How old?
I was maybe 10.
Okay, that's sexual abuse, Anthony.
With you my own age, though.
That's sexual abuse. That's child-on-child sexual abuse.
Oh, okay.
And whoever the child was that did that with you was sexually abused by an adult. That's what sexualizes them and makes them interested in having sex with people their own age. It's not a normal impulse for a kid that age. So sexual abuse history with any kind of addictive biological genetic background is a recipe for sexual addiction. I heard Bill Clinton's going to come out with his book next week and talk about his sexual addiction.
Really?
Much to my amazement, he's finally going to come out about this.
You had said so long, right? You said that you thought he was a sex addict.
Not thought. He had a recipe. His life was a recipe for sexual addiction. There's no way he couldn't be.
Because of what? Why?
Horrible. His mom was a morphine addict. He had a horrible, traumatic childhood. His father beat the crap. Then the stepdads, he was having to get between the mom and the stepdads. Horribly traumatizing. And then,
so there's a great chance Anthony could be president.
That's right. We seem to have a penchant for that right now.
Can we talk for just 1 second about that Japanese anime? That is so violent
Is it?
Towards
I've never
women.
seen
Have
it.
you guys?
Is it really? I've never seen it.
Me neither.
I was at a bar in New York, and they were just flashing it on the wall, and I just couldn't believe it. I mean, there's, these women having sex, and then them, like, cutting the women. I mean, it's just horrible.
You're right. I think Kill Bill.
Stabbing women.
Kill Bill is sort of a version of that, I think.
You've seen Kill Bill?
I just saw it this weekend.
Part 2, the volume.
Part 1. I saw part 1.
You got to go see the second
I've
one.
not seen any anime, but what you're describing
is
was
so much more sexual, and it really is really disturbing. And I was just in a normal bar, and it was just playing on the wall, and I just couldn't believe it. You'll have to see it. I mean, it's
no thanks.
I have to get some. Really.
Well,
Guys.
Anthony, you go to Florida and hang out with
Yeah.
Anthony. Drew, what should Anthony do then to kick this porn problem?
Buddy, I think all of this ultimately is a bid for what we call affect regulation, to try to regulate your feeling states that you can't regulate because of what happened to you. It sort of affected the trajectory of your evolution as a emotional person. And there are therapists that specialize in this. There's SA, sexual addiction treatment. 12-step is useful for this. But you might want to look into people that I don't know of any names or not, facilities right offhand that are in Florida. I know there's many around that treat specifically with sexual addiction. Online sexual addiction is considered to be one of the fastest growing disorders right now in this country. Something like 300,000 new cases a year, something like that. Or something.
I don't think, I've seen pictures on the internet, but I never even owned a computer, so I wouldn't even know how to find the movies, to be honest, seriously. But I got a nice collection on DVD, which is fine.
Of anime or just whatever?
No, I don't even watch normal cartoons. Where are you going?
Lauren.
What's up, Lauren?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My friend wants to give me anal, and I don't know if I should.
Is that a boy or girl, your friend?
Boy.
Yeah.
Talking to a 14-year-old. 14-year-old.
You're 14?
Have you had vaginal sex?
I'm sorry, my phone's battery is low.
Have you had sex before?
No.
No. So why would you even want to jump in as your first experience in the butt region?
There's a part of me that does want to, but...
What's going on? What happened to you when you were a kid?
Sexual abuse?
I was raped when I was little.
How old were you?
I was 7.
It's pedophile night. LoveLine.
This is and anal night too.
Lauren, that's why you're even contemplating this. Please contain that part of yourself that creates these impulses. It's just, I'll tell you, one of the things that being a victim at 7 does is set you up to be a victim in teenage years. Someone who is raped in their teens very frequently has a sexual abuse history in childhood. It indoctrinates into that freeze response, and so victimizers know you're a good target for them. Put this away. Go get some treatment, Lauren. Do something with this because it's a horrible impulse.
Is there a book that you can read?
How not to have anal sex?
How not to have anal sex.
How to deal with my childhood sexual abuse.
Astroglide.
Yeah, Stryker's Astroglide seems to be Stryker's solution for any and all ills. But be that as it may, no, it's no simple solution. These are very, very difficult problems to treat, and she needs to.
At 14, where should she go?
Throw yourself on the mercy of local mental health services. There are groups available. You can go to, again, it's so difficult to find. We have a nation right now that is so woefully, their needs are so woefully taken care of.
And just think, why would you want the first time to be anal?
Because the first time was when she was 7, and it etched something into her brain that she can't get out. And it's very sad, and she's got now an impulse. She has no boundaries against these things. And
as a woman, I can say you definitely don't want the first time to be anal.
Or 14.
Or 14. Or the 20th time, probably.
I don't want to get into it.
Right.
But,
that's okay.
Yeah.
We can get into it in
Lauren,
4 minutes.
Yeah, talk maybe if you have any counselors at school or you have a doctor, but you can talk to them about your abuse and about what your impulses are now, and see if you can get. There's one thing I'll tell you something we never talk about in this show, but that people can often, about half the kids that come out of horrible situations in childhood turn out okay. And they can have relationships, they get stable jobs, and not have mental health problems. And they have found in that population what seems to create that flexibility is a single positive relationship outside of the home with an adult sustained over time, meaning for years as you grow up. So find that relationship with a girl, nobody you're attracted to, somebody you find boring, but somebody who cares about you and appreciates what you've been through.
I think that should be your next movie script. We're going to take a break. Missi Pyle is here, and more LoveLine after this. Hold on.
If you need help, hang up and then dial.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, Adam. You know how guys have trouble with confidence, love going out and dating?
Love. Go! LoveLine. That's what you're listening to. I'm Stryker in for Adam, and Dr. Drew is here, and Missi Pyle is here also. She's been in a bunch of movies. I just found out, or read, I did read, you do stand-up.
I do stand-up. Yeah.
Often? Was that your main...
Thank you.
Was that what got you recognized to get in these comedic movies?
I didn't. I was doing film, and then I did this movie Galaxy Quest, and I think kind of right after that I started doing stand-up.
Galaxy Quest.
That was a Tim Allen movie, I think.
It was Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver.
Great film. Yeah, great film.
Why, thank you.
Who did you play in that?
I played one of the female alien that gets together with Tony Shalhoub, and, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like the stand-up world?
I don't do a lot of it. It's funny. It was just something that really scared me, and I just thought, I've always wanted to try this, and so I actually took a class.
Right.
But it was really fun. And
stand-up class. What did they teach you?
They basically just taught you. You know, it had always been sort of an enigma to me, like how do you get on stage and talk? And it was just breaking it down into, you know, what's. She had these 5 catchwords, like what's weird, what's hard, what's scary, what's stupid about, whatever, and to make it really personal to your life, and then you can go away from that once you can get your own set, kind of. Yeah, you could take the class too.
He
could write down those 5
He's
things.
funny enough as it is. I should probably take the class. By the way, Missy's in Soul Plane, which came out on Friday with Snoop Dogg.
Tom Arnold.
Yeah, and Tom Arnold, who's your friend, correct?
He is my friend.
Was the smell of marijuana prevalent on the set of Soul Plane?
I thought they were fog machines.
Really? Fog machines?
And you couldn't smell it over the high karate that Bishop Don Juan was wearing.
Snoop Dogg! All right, Jenny, what's up? You're 17.
Well, I just want to know what Drew thinks of Audiplex.
Of what?
Sorry.
Snoop Doggy, Dr. Drew was at your door.
My main man, Mayonnaise, Anderson.
He's a good guy. What's that, Jenny?
The pill Audiplex for men.
What is that?
It's I read in an ad. It's like a pill guys can take, and it makes them have like multiples and everything.
No, Jenny, no.
No.
There's no such thing.
No?
Anything you can buy over the counter is not going to have much effect.
Wait, this pill supposedly makes you come over and over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the problem? What's going on?
Oh, there's no problem. We've been dating a year and a half, and well, he wants to have sex all the time. Well, I do. We both do, but he gets tired.
What does that mean?
Like, after the first time, he'll be all tired and like out of it, like. And I'll still want to go.
He can't get an erection after he ejaculates the first time.
Well, he does. Like he'll get an erection and then he's done. It's like.
How long is that? Too fast? Is that the problem?
No, he'll go on. It's just he gets tired and he won't want to do it more than once a day, or it'll hurt.
After having an orgasm.
What is it? What is it you're in for? What are you looking for?
What is he? What?
What are you looking for? What is it that he needs to do for you?
Oh, just. I wish it would like go on and on.
What about the oral department? After he's done, if he can't get it up, or if he doesn't want to go again, you could, I'm sure, be satisfied if he's good down there. Would that satisfy you?
Yeah, but sometimes he doesn't want to do that either. He's so
now
tired.
that's bad. Now that's bad on him. Getting tired is one thing. Guys,
no,
that'll happen.
either he's sort of an idiot and is just unwilling to kind of.
Well, he'll want to do it, but then like only once, and then it's like whatever.
Or Jenny is a sexual abuse survivor, and she's now very compulsive sexually and cannot be satisfied.
It is the night.
So which is it, Jenny? Which is it?
I don't know.
Which is it?
Listen,
One or the other.
Listen.
He is not willing to sort of give you what you need, and he's sort of a lazy idiot, or you were sexually abused and you're sexual compulsive and you can't be satisfied.
I was.
Which is it?
I wasn't sexually abused really, but it wasn't like without clothes. I was really young. I had to be like maybe.
It doesn't matter.
9, but.
So there's some sexual abuse here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
But
so
I don't know. I've been sexually active for a long time. I mean, he's my first. We've been dating for like a year and a half. And
so you have trouble being satisfied. Is that the bottom line?
Yeah, I can go on forever.
Okay. Well, that's a disorder. That's a problem. So it really isn't his problem. It's that you are sexually compulsive and you can't be satisfied, and that's a problem.
So if a lady wants to have more than one, that's a problem.
Not more than one. This is like
You just can't
She doesn't want to go to school. She wants to just have sex constantly.
Mm.
Let's ask her if that's in fact the case. So Jenny,
Yeah.
you could basically go all day with him as far as you were concerned.
Yeah, I could.
No, never stop.
Never stop.
Never stop.
No.
Okay. That's not more than one, Missy. That's
okay.
That's
okay.
But you know what? Maybe once a month, everyone needs something like that.
Yeah, but this Jenny's got a disorder, and she may be bipolar too. There can be bipolarity, can be part of that. But this is not about him. This is about Jenny, unfortunately. And he probably literally does try to keep up and literally tires out after a few hours.
But if you are a guy that either say maybe you go 20 minutes the first time and you need an hour to get your part working again. The oral thing, man, girls, some of them even like that better from the noises they make from when I do it.
More than half.
Yeah, more than the actual sex. Do you have a take on that, Missy? I'm not asking what you
Just,
think, but
hypothetically.
Hypothetically, girls you've spoken to.
Yes.
I've spoken to other girls who seem to like it quite a bit.
Right. And you will pat your man on the back for doing that after don't you
Oh yeah, I mean,
you
friends of mine
appreciate it, right? Your friends would appreciate it.
My friends appreciate it.
Right. Okay, good. Chris.
Linda,
you're 21.
Hi. Yeah. Okay, my question is, I've got a couple of dark hairs on my breast, and I heard someone say that can be related to ovarian cancer or uterine cancer or something like that.
Whoa. Hirsutism, hair all over your body in a male distribution, can be associated with androgen-producing ovarian tumors. Not a couple of stray hairs here and there. Everybody has stray hairs here.
Girl, you just need a tweezer.
Yeah.
No, I do. Trust me. It freaked me out. Someone said that you could have tumors and stuff. And
no, that's androgenizing tumors when you literally develop hair growth, like a male pattern hair growth, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank God for Dr. Drew. All right. Now we got to go to Chris.
Oh, my God.
22. What's up, man?
Thank God for Dr. Drew.
Chris?
You, Dag.
Yeah.
22. What's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. Anyway, basically, I've had sex only 2 girls, but a couple of times, especially with the girls that I'm
why ain't you got no play, playa?
I don't have to play. But I've been unable to finish with any of them, ever.
Meaning you go for a long time and never have orgasm?
Never. And
but you don't lose your erection, anything like that?
Not at all. Not at all.
I've had phases like that, actually.
I thought the first time it might have been just because I was nervous, and I figured I actually expected the exact opposite.
What's the longest relationship you've had?
No relationships. Haven't ever had a girlfriend.
That's what you need. You need to sort of work it out person.
Because once you get comfortable, you may even go too quick at that point.
It's totally different when you're in a relationship. These are just sort of experiences you're having. And
So for a guy, that's not necessarily a problem. Because I know a lot of women who can't have an orgasm through sex.
Here's the deal. Most women will never have orgasm during sex. Never.
Really?
More than 50% will never have with sex. They will only. I think Missy's revealed something here. Really? Oh my God!
What? I mean,
yes, most will not have it during sex. They will have it only with oral sex.
Really?
And a significant majority won't have any orgasms either way until they're about 22. And so the biology doesn't really come online until late in adolescence, and even then, it's not with intercourse. Although about 10% will have multiple orgasms and just do sit-ups and have orgasms.
I was with somebody and explained this to me who couldn't have it in oral but had it in sex.
That's the multiple type. And she probably had more than one.
Well, I don't know. From the scratches, I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm not saying
because women
my
that
skills
have
are not.
That tend to have multiple tend to not find oral in any way.
Because I thought that was very odd.
That is very odd.
Yes.
Given your experience, that's right.
I don't have that much experience.
Let's talk to Nikki.
I'm a young, innocent lad from the west side of Los Angeles. Nikki, you're 19.
I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 19 and I'm like really, really horny. And I don't have like any history of any like sexual abuse or anything.
I'm really horny.
Are you acting on it?
Yeah.
And with one person or multiple people?
Yeah, with one person.
One person. And is he able to keep up with you?
Yeah.
then that's
Is there a
good.
problem?
That's good. That's a good thing. See how different that is than somebody who's saying, I can never be satisfied. My boyfriend can't keep up. He was complaining.
But I was.
Or somebody who has multiple partners and can never seem to have a relationship.
What are you concerned about?
Like, why?
Well, we didn't hear all that. What's that?
Like, why am I always horny?
Because you're 19. That's a good thing. It's a healthy thing. It means you're alive and you're normal. The abnormal part comes in when you can't be satisfied and you can't have relationships and you have a history of trauma. That's where it comes from. But
I ask myself, why can't I always be horny?
Good question.
No.
What's the answer?
What was what?
Missy,
What
come on. What about the comedy class? What's really involved with that?
You know what's weird about always being horny?
You know, I was noticing.
No, Nikki, it sounds fine. You're all right? Your relationship is stable?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been with my boyfriend for like 4 years.
No, it's good. Is he able to keep up with you all right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
No, this is good. This
You're
is
all
good.
good.
You're always
Nikki.
horny with him?
Good.
That's exciting.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
that's definitely a
we
good
gotta
thing.
ask her about orgasm function. Are you having orgasm during sex?
Yeah.
How about oral sex?
You have multiple orgasms?
How many?
Oh, yeah. Like a lot.
Yeah. This, and so you don't like oral sex, right?
I'm fine with oral.
What's that?
I'm fine with oral.
You're fine with it, so you like it all different ways. But Nikki's one of these people that have multiple, like over and over and over again. They don't have refractory phases.
What
right?
about sex orgasm in some girls can only have it in certain positions?
Have orgasm in certain positions.
Yes.
And they have to kind of figure that out. Yeah, that's a normal thing.
You know, that's the whole thing about like, let's have sex in the bathroom. I mean, for a woman, it's like nothing would be less comfortable. I mean, really, it's like the bed is where you...
Yes.
Right.
Where it works.
Plus women have a thing about germs, too, in bathrooms.
She didn't say a necessarily public bathroom at the Dodger Stadium.
No, I'm just saying women are very tuned into... I really think that's an evolutionary thing, too. It's like they had to keep everybody from getting sick. And so you're very tuned into that stuff.
But there are some counters in bathrooms that are perfect height, I would assume.
Yeah, you go ahead and try to persuade your girlfriend, Stryker. Go ahead. It's fine. It's all right. I'm not going to take...
It's different for us.
Yeah. Right.
The
point is...
Isn't it exciting, though? Just like every so often?
It could be exciting, but I don't think that a woman is going to have an orgasm on the counter.
Guys can be skydiving. It doesn't matter. Men are just so... Come on.
I could do it while I'm doing my taxes.
All right.
While I'm driving. On the 10 freeway, late at night.
With a fox in a box?
That's right.
Could you? On a train in the rain?
Oh, my God. All right, who we're going to, Abby?
We're going to break.
Break. Yeah, we got a break. That's what we're doing. All right, I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Me too.
No, see, you just want to try to have sex with me in the bathroom?
No.
Don't you, Drew?
No. I want to pee.
Okay.
So let's go do that.
We'll go do that together. We'll cross swords.
Right, no.
I'll like it a lot. Missi Pyle is here. We'll talk to her some more and talk to some of you guys calling in to the show LoveLine after this.
Look, with all my other boyfriends, I've only given them hand jobs.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
We're back here on LoveLine. About 15 minutes left with Dr. Drew. I am Stryker, and Missi Pyle is here. And if you went to see Soul Plane, you saw Missy in the movie. What role do you play in Soul Plane?
The white lady.
The white lady. Is there only one? So credits roll. Snoop Dogg, white lady.
And white
Missi Pyle.
lady. No, her name is Barbara, and she's, sort of a...
Are you a flight attendant?
No, I'm not. I'm the, white... Like Tom Arnold and I have gone with his two children, so there isn't his daughter,
right.
Ariel Cabell, who's very good in the movie as well, is the other white lady in the movie. But we've gone to Crackerland on vacation, and it's a raunchy movie. It's raunchy.
Fun?
I say some raunchy things.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. Actually, did a talk show, and they couldn't show the clip because the
Too raunchy.
MP rating people wouldn't. But it's just dialogue.
And then June 18th, you got the Dodgeball movie opening up.
The Dodgeball movie.
Which looks, everyone's going to go, everyone's going to see that thing.
I hope so.
How are they not going to see it?
It's a really awesome story, and I play a sort of a Russian dodgeball champion, and I have these giant buns on either side of my head, and a unibrow. I wear a unibrow and fake teeth and a mole and a fake butt.
Nice. Big butt?
It's a fake, like an actual butt pad.
Right.
And I'm on the movie poster as this person. It's like my first movie poster, and I'm hideous.
That's cool. Don't look at me. I'm hideous.
Right.
But right now, you're not hideous, which is good.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah. All right, Drew, where are we going? Christine, 15. What's going on?
Hello?
Christine. Yep.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, my question is okay, I'm 15 and I'm a virgin, and I, like, every 2 days I get, like, these urges to want to have sex.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's like, I get these urges, like...
Well, the urges are normal, and part of sort of growing up is learning to contain these and focus these urges. And
I'll be, like, at home, like, in the living room with, like, my mom there, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh. It's like, you'll see a commercial and it's like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. Then you come upstairs and then, you start to do stuff to yourself, and then...
That's a good strategy. Do stuff to yourself and don't do something to anybody else. Wait a couple of years, all right?
It's perfectly normal, right?
Yeah, Missy, you tell her.
It's perfectly normal, these urges that you have.
It's
normal?
We all had them.
I have one now.
Good.
Let me go to the bathroom.
But Christine, it's good that you take care of yourself and you don't act on these urges until you really are ready, okay?
Okay.
Are you there?
I think her parents are right outside her door.
Hello?
Did she hang up?
Yeah.
Maybe she was
She got
masturbating.
busted.
She's talking.
Maybe you
She's
gave
saying
her
okay.
something to...
Oh, she did? Why is it so hard to hear tonight on these phones?
Talk to Meg. 15.
What's up, Meg?
Hello?
What's going on?
Oh my God, hi. I have a question about kind of a lot of stuff, but basically my main question is, like, I always have this kind of thing where me and my best friend, we really want to leave and go to California.
Yeah.
Because it really sucks here, and for some reason it just, like, the situations we're in, it's like we really want to leave.
Well, we all want to come to Seattle, so maybe we can do it.
Well, Meg, I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen if you move here. You're going to get to LA. They will actually hand you a TV show.
Mhm.
All right. You will be with the
Happened to
best
me.
agency.
Mhm.
Then Teen Magazine is going to put you on the cover.
The cover.
And then you'll probably go on a date with Justin Timberlake. Then you'll be on the cover of the Inquirer. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you're going to have your Coke problem.
Or anorexia.
Right. Exactly.
Which might lead to...
And then you're going to be pushed aside and get more C roles, but then your big comeback will happen in a couple years, and you're probably going to get cast with
Well, we don't want to tell
De
the
Niro.
rest. Don't want to tell.
Okay, and the rest. So yeah, Meg, I don't know if you want to do it. You're only 15.
Well, okay, that's not even what I want to do.
but good try.
There's really here's the deal,
yeah.
Meg. There's only one reason that young people leave their family, and that is there's some sort of horrible chaos or abuse in the home. So if there's not that, first of all, if there is that, call Child Protective Services. If there's not that, hang out until you can get into a college and go away to a good school.
I actually
and just
am in
get the hell-
college. That's the thing. I dropped out of high school and I'm in college right now.
Then
15?
Yeah, I'm 15 and I'm in college.
Where do you go?
It's a community college, but I'm 15, so I think it counts for something. It's like...
How many
How
units
did you
are you taking?
drop out of high school and get into college?
Well, it's like how they have that running start thing where you can, like have half high school and half college, except the high school thing just wasn't working for me because they're trying to do this renovation thing and trying to make it all better, but it was kind of crappy. So I just...
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know, because, like, I really know I need to finish the college thing, but it's like I want to just try something else. Like, I know it's kind of a dumb thing, but I want to be in a band or something, but I don't know.
Capitol Records is out here on Vine. It's the big round thing in that new movie. It gets blown up.
The day after tomorrow.
Yeah, finish your school. When you're 18 and you have some money, as Drew said, then get the hell out and do your thing. But
I know, but sometimes I think the real problem, I think, is that I don't know if I can wait that long. Like, I've had problems, like, I was diagnosed with depression and have a lot of problems, and I'm really scared that I'm not going to be able to, like, wait that long, but, like, I'm going to, like...
Doing a geographic, making a major change in where you live is not considered a good thing to do with those sorts of problems. In fact,
yeah, my mom says that even if I leave, I'll still have myself with me, and that's
well, not only have yourself with you, you won't have anything else. You won't have your usual resources, and that's what really leads people into big, serious problems. So stay where you are, stay put, finish school, get some once you have got some therapy under your belt, feel whole and complete, and don't have the urge to solve your problems by making a geographic change, that's when you leave.
Do you play an instrument? Do you sing?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I play the guitar.
And I was going to say to you, Meg, you don't need to come to L.A. to be in a band. I think there's this band called Nirvana that was from Seattle.
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Temple of the Dog, Soundgarden.
Maybe you should form. Are you in a band?
Hold on.
I'm not really like in a band at the moment, but like my best friend, she like is learning to play guitar too, and I have a friend who plays drums. And
That's awesome.
Maybe
Why don't
you
you guys
start
just
a band?
Yeah,
and
just
then
screw around out there.
You won't be so depressed.
Yeah, we suck, and we don't like. I don't know. I think probably the problem is because like where I am, like living with my parents and everything. I can't do anything. I can't go out and do what I want to do. And my mom kind of tries to control everything in my life, and it's hurtful.
I don't know.
Meg, you're 15.
Yeah.
You're 15.
That annoyed me.
That's the reality. You're 15.
Yeah. Start the band out there.
And
You have so much
mom
suck.
Mom may be intrusive, and she may be a pain in the ass. At least she's doing her job as a parent, number one.
You
But
think
number two,
you think you know everything at 15.
I know. Lay low and get out when you're 18. Go somewhere away to school, but don't sacrifice everything to try to solve your problems with a geographic change. It's not going to work.
And the thing is, too, like people are so ready to grow up, and once you turn 18 or 22, whenever you get out of school and you start paying your own bills, I mean, I'd love to go back, have someone pay my rent and buy me clothes and feed me.
Steve, 22.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, no.
What's up?
I have a problem that really sucks. I can't ejaculate when I'm with a woman. And, yeah, basically, I have to finish myself off every time.
That is, and there's girls that love to watch that. Do you find that happening with you at all, Steve?
Not really. It's just kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Well, Adam's thing is that sex is good. It's just not the real thing. 'Cause for him, the real thing is masturbation, and that he has a technique where he thinks you have to sort of find a position that's akin to that which you have become accustomed to by yourself, and to sort of slowly include the human into the other human into the activity, and eventually it kind of gets better. But it's tough. That's a tough thing. We've heard that before. It's a tough one to overcome.
Yeah,
usually there can be other kinds of ways. Maybe he get himself sort of geared up before it starts. Is sort of
what if my question?
We got 10 seconds.
Do you masturbate to porn? I mean,
Steve?
I'm trying to cut back.
Well, maybe you're masturbating too much.
Yes,
and
that's
you're just accustomed to your hand, obviously.
But not only that,
you got to slow down
need
a little bit.
You need a little
visual
bit of
image.
Then maybe they can incorporate that in. But more importantly, maybe his body needs a chance to sort of rebuild the fluids.
Exactly.
All right, we got to take a break.
We do?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go watch a little porn. We'll be back on LoveLine.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
All right, that's going to do it for LoveLine tonight. Missi Pyle.
Yay!
Good show. Well done.
Missy, good job on everything.
Thank you. You did a nice job, too.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. You are kicking ass. Soul Plane is already out, and I will be first in line to see you in Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
Oh, fantastic.
That's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see your unibrow and your large ass
Oh, thank you.
in the movie.
I can't either.
Right. It's going to be good. Now, wait, real quick. Do your parents fly out from where they are to go to the red carpets and all that?
Sometimes.
They do?
Sometimes
Cool.
certain family members of mine will come out. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, we will see you on TV and at the MTV Movie Awards very soon. Drew, I will see you tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Fantastic.
on your radio station. I'm Stryker, and for Drew, we are saying goodbye. Hey, sir, can you please buy me the big dildo?
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.